Welcome to another episode of The Artist Within. I'm Casey Bell, your host, and today's episode we speak with Emily. I won't even try to pronounce her last name. Emily is a unique artist whose artwork reminds me of an artist who she was inspired by. An artist I'm sure you'll be able to tell once you see the artwork. Let's start this interview. So my first question, how did you find the artist within you?
I think I know when I was a kid, I grew up kind of surrounded by artists. I mean, my grandma did it as a career. My dad always kind of just did it for fun. He never really did it for money or anything. He would just kind of draw monsters. My grandma did it she was really good at painting, but she did kind of the complete opposite of what I do. And then my dad would kind of draw monsters just to be silly, and I kind of took after both of them, I think.
Cool. So I asked this question because I grew up in the art world, and professionals always tell people there's a wrong way to do it. You shouldn't do it this way. That's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So when I see unique art, I'm always happy that people decided to do things their way as opposed to the right way. And so what encouraged you to stay unique, to be you?
I think it's... I don't know, I always just when I first got into art, I think I tried too hard to make it look a certain way, and it just kind of stressed me out. But then once I started drawing just to have fun and enjoy it, that was when I realized that this was my real style. This was more me. I felt more myself. I think when I tried too hard to get proportions right and stuff, it didn't really work for me. So
good. So you said you do commission work, correct?
I do, yeah.
Do you have any tips for artists on marketing, how you get customers and things like that?
I think when I first started selling my art, I would sell it at local shows and Comic-Cons. I think that's the best way to get your work out, when you're first doing it, and then chances are, when you're passing out your business card at the shows, people are going to find you on social media and follow you. And I think that's how my audience kind of began to build up.
Cool. Any advice for specifically artists who have a gift, but they don't have any support telling them to do it? Any advice you have for them?
I would say to just do it because you love it. I mean, I would keep drawing every day, experiment with different supplies, experiment with different styles until you find something that you're comfortable with. And, maybe don't pay attention if someone tells you can't do it, or if it's you're not good enough, or you're not talented enough, or art's not a real job or whatever. Really just don't listen to them. I mean, I would just focus on you and do it because you love it. Do it because it makes you happy.
Okay. And the last question, dead or alive, name an artist you would like to have lunch and conversation with.
Definitely Tim Burton.
Okay.
You can probably tell by looking at my stuff that I'm inspired by him, but he just amazes me so much. I mean, his movies, his drawings, and I have a book by him called The Art of Tim Burton, which is just a giant book full of thousands of his illustrations. And it just amazes me looking at his stuff, how those little doodles turned into those big popular movies.
Yeah. You're watching the artist. You're watching The Artist Within.
Original artwork, special requests, novelties, prints, greeting cards, and caricatures. For more information about artist Emily Szalkowski, visit her website at myzilumart.com.
Well, that's all for this interview. Join us again for another episode of The Artist Within. Thank you for watching. Are you an artist and would like to be featured on The Artist Within? Go to our website, csbtv.weebly.com for more information.